Hey, my friend, good morning. So we're live, and I'm about to tell you exactly from experience, not from something I read on an article or anything, how you can actually perform in your workouts way, way, way better. Actually surprise yourself, even if you've been stuck in a plateau, right? So, by the way, my name is Octavio Urias. I'm the owner of Raw Fitness Elite, and if you are stuck in a plateau, you've been training for a while, and you're ready to take it to the next level, then let my team and I help you break that plateau. We'll help you with your training, with your nutrition, with mindset, with everything, whatever it takes. Go to elite-raw.com. You can try the program for free, test drive it, see if we're a good fit. And if you love it, you can sign up. If you don't, then you can part ways. Again, the link is elite-raw.com. It's a trainer-led workout for free. Try it out, see if you love it. All right, so let's get down to business. How to perform way better in your workouts. Okay. So let me just share my experience, okay? I've been in fitness for the last 15 years. Now, for the first, let's say 10 years, I always knew, I always read it, that sleep was super helpful, right? Sleep was a very important component of any transformation or performance or anything fitness related, right? We know how important sleep is. By the way, we're not just talking about sleep. I'm going to give you more stuff, but this is the first one. So I knew all the science backs it up. The sleep is super important. If you want to lose weight, if you want to lose fat, if you want to gain strength, regardless of the goal, wherever I would see it is sleep was a constant theme. It was the common denominator was sleep, or one of the common denominators. But of course, I was always, or I still am, a very busy person, and I don't like to slow down. I'm stressed out by slowing down. I know a lot of people look forward to relaxing and they stressed out because they can't relax. I'm the opposite. I stressed out more relaxing than doing stuff. Like stopping and not doing something, it's worse for my stress than actually doing a lot of things. So for the first 10 years, I would never sleep. I always grew up with this mindset of like, don't sleep your life away. Sleep is for losers. Sleep is for the broke. Sleep is for the, whatever. Not for the ambitious or not for the elite for sure, right? If you wanted to be elite, you're wasting your time sleeping. So anyway, for the first 10 years, I didn't really prioritize sleep. I would train hard. I would eat right. I would get my supplements, but I would never prioritize sleep. So I didn't have any comparison or any idea of like, okay, well, how do I perform if I sleep well or if I don't, right? Until I started Raw Fitness, my sleep got even way worse. It got even worse, like probably worse than ever. Because on average, I was sleeping about 2 hours a night. Sometimes even no sleep. And I had no choice back then. It was paying the price of starting the business and getting it up and running, right? I had no choice. I was the only employee. I was the one training. I was the one doing sales. I was the one doing customer service. I was the one cleaning the toilets, picking up the poop that a client left on the floor. I was the one vacuuming. I was the one making 200 cold calls a day, going to businesses to solicit, like everything, you name it. Right in the workouts, it was a business of one. So I couldn't sleep. Some nights, no sleep at all, right? And I would start the morning real early training clients and go real late. So my average sleep schedule was 2 hours a night. Now for a whole year, I was sick every month of the year for a year straight. Right, I would feel good for a week, then be sick 2 weeks, constantly, month after month, right? And so one day I finally was able to get a good night's sleep for the first time in, I don't know, probably since I was a kid or no, not even a teenager, or maybe a teenager, I don't know, like in years, probably in a decade, if not more. I was able to, I was starting to build a team. I was able to train them up and started trusting them. So finally one day I got a good night's sleep, and the next day when I got up and I went with my training partner, and I had been training with this training partner for maybe a year, or probably like a year, and we know what kind of weights we both lifted. We knew, where we would get stuck, and I would maybe make progress, maybe 5 pounds here and there, like in the course of months, or sometimes the weights just didn't go up, or the reps didn't go up. I was just stuck. And magically, that one night I had a good night's sleep. Came the next morning, wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even expecting it. What I was stuck with was feeling easy. Right? Like I was like, what the hell? I was moving the weights, and it was just that one variable that I changed. So then, sometimes we know what we need to do and we don't do it, right? I'm the guy that lives and breathes fitness and transformation, and for a decade I knew how important sleep was, but for one reason or another I wasn't prioritizing. So that day I actually got to experience myself firsthand that it is absolutely true. And I know it's not the sexiest topic. We want to talk about the newest training technique, or the newest piece of equipment, or the new supplement, or whatever, but sometimes it's the least sexy things, the basics, that get you to the next level. Think about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan, and even at his highest, he would start every practice with 500 chest passes. The most basic, simple thing out there. You wouldn't expect a pro or Michael Jordan, someone at that level, right, to focus and prioritize something so basic, right? So that's one of the things that I want to get you to buy in and to subscribe to, that, hey, improve and increase your sleep if possible. Now, I know it might not be that easy. Maybe you have a job, 2 jobs, a business, kids, a spouse. Life is busy, right? Or maybe you're just like me, that you're not just busy, but you feel like sometimes when you're sleeping, you're wasting your time, right? So I've had to discipline myself to stick to a schedule. That's what I want you to try. Stick to a sleeping schedule. And I know it's not, I mean, we're not perfect. I don't even stick to it perfectly, but I do my best to stick to that schedule. And when I don't, trust me, I can tell in my workouts, my performance immediately goes down. Immediately. Even if I've been eating right, even if I've been training the way I need to be training, it just goes down. Right? So that's one thing. And I started with sleep, even though it's the most boring, because it's probably the most important one, the most effective, or the one that you see the most return from if you start implementing. Excuse me. Now, after that, it comes to the foods that you get. Now, a lot of times we get caught up in macronutrients and calories, which are very important, but it's not the complete equation or the complete story. So if you've been approaching your meal plan just thinking about proteins, carbs, and fats, macronutrients, and then just getting those from whatever sources, then you could immediately improve your performance by getting macronutrients that are nutrient dense. So let me tell you exactly what I mean. Let's say you're getting your carbs, just to get an example, right? Let's say you're getting your carbs from bread, from bread and pasta, right? Well, you're getting those carbs and that's it. That's your source of energy, right? That's carbs, but it has not much nutrients with it, right? You're getting your carbs and pretty much that's it, right? So what I want you to do is, instead of just getting your carbs or looking at like, where am I getting my carbs from? Think about, okay, I need to get these carbs, but what else can I get with these carbs? Can I get carbs that are way higher in nutrients, like potassium, like vitamins, like antioxidants? So one thing that, I mean, of course, this is backed by science, but I tried myself too, is going from just the pancakes and pasta and bread and all that type of carb to fuel your energy, going for fruits that are not just the carbs, but actually have super high potassium, super high in vitamins, all the micronutrients, all the stuff that you get, that your body needs. When you give your body that, it becomes so much more effective, right? So I started getting more carbs from fruits, because it has potassium. I started getting more spinach, more mushrooms that are going to give me more potassium, more magnesium. And that's just one of the group foods, right? Carbs. In the proteins, if you're just eating white meats that don't have a lot of vitamins as well, or a lot of micronutrients, then you're leaving money on the table there. You're leaving some progress on the table. So I started implementing more of a nutrient dense protein sources, right? So instead of just like white meat, I started implementing more red meat, which a lot of times we freak out because we think, oh, well, it isn't that bad for you, right? But my performance just started to skyrocket. Even like I was stuck in plateaus for years. Like I've been at certain weights for like at least 2 or 3 years. And so I started sleeping better. So I started getting more nutrients with my macros, not just eating carbs for the sake of eating carbs or eating protein for the sake of eating protein, but trying to get the most nutrients in each gram of those proteins or carbs or fats. Tremendous change in performance. And by the way, this doesn't take months or years to take effect, or for you to see the effect. Like sometimes, well, the sleep, you'll see it the next day right away. Like you have a good night's sleep today, you'll train better tomorrow. The food, if you're deficient in certain of these nutrients, like it could be a week, and you're gonna start seeing this progress, right? Another thing, proper hydration. A lot of times we think, okay, proper hydration is important, so we try to drink all this water just in the workout. But we don't realize that, hey, hydration is not something you do right now. It's something you have to constantly be doing throughout the whole day and to maintain, right? So instead of making the mistake, because this is one of the common mistakes that I see with a lot of clients, they just want to drink a lot of water during the workout, and they're dying for water during the workout. But you shouldn't just rely on the water intake for the workout. You should be properly hydrated before the workout, because that's going to take some time. And after the workout, it's going to be it's just as important to hydrate right back and try to replenish everything that you've lost during that workout. But it's not something you do in a 30-minute or a 45-minute window. This is something you do like 24/7 pretty much, that you need to look at this. Those are just 3 strategies. There's a lot more. We can go a lot more into depth, but this is like the most basic, the simplest thing. I wanted to keep it super basic today because I woke up and I was thinking like Michael Jordan was doing 500 chest passes today. Let's not get fancy today. Let's just keep it super simple. Let's focus on basics that will get you results starting right now, tomorrow, or the next week. You could start, you implement this every day, you're going to start seeing the change right away. All right, so give this a try. And like I said, this is just 3 strategies, 3 super simple tips. There's dozens and dozens of things that we've used at Raw Fitness Elite to help our clients break plateaus. If you're interested in learning more of that, go to elite-raw.com. If you're serious about breaking the plateau, if you're serious about taking your fitness to the next level, let me help you. Let my team and I help you. Go to elite-raw.com, try a session on us, no strings attached. See if we're a good fit for each other. See if this is something that you want to do. And if you like it, then we can start working together, all right? The link, again, is elite-raw.com, elite-raw.com. I can't wait to see you there. Have an awesome day.